Welcome back to part two, I guess, tailing off of the last video. Um, as a little recap, the humans got completely wiped out. And by completely wiped out, I mean they stood no chance in the previous video against the Covenant. So I guess this battle would take place somewhere after in I don't know, maybe some of the weeks after the last one. Don't know. But for this battle, we've got it's actually one of the vanilla Call to Arms maps. But as you can see, the city has been absolutely devastated by some bombings, and the military has set up sort of some pretty rudimentary but good defense. You know, like a nice line here, which we'll go through in a second so we can just get a closer look at what's in that. It's not too crazy, but one of the big ticket items on this defense is definitely going to be the Abrams right here, which as you can see is entrenched pretty well. So I'm excited to see how well that's going to hold up, especially because, you know, it's got cover on the side, which is super helpful and has a nice field of view way out there. Moving over, we got a nice little fixed mortar position, which obviously can cover all this. And then we've got a striker, but this has just got a normal MG up top, so they'll just help with, you know, some of the infantry, but not going to do much against any of the Covenant vehicles. And then lastly, on this front line, we've got the tow launcher, which obviously is going to be doing a lot of damage towards vehicles and not too much towards infantry. This is fairly well balanced, I'd say. You know, Call to Arms is kind of unpredictable for how things play out. So sometimes the Covenant don't even make it past this front line. Sometimes they absolutely steamroll the entire map. So I don't know. But if they do make it past that front line, we've got some defense back here. Nice little MG gunner in here. I like this little checkpoint. Further back, we've got an LAV with some infantry in this trench. Then we've got another LAV with more infantry. And then lastly, we got a striker over here on this, I guess, left flank. And then we've got some miscellaneous infantry, you know, in between the two main lines. And this nice little convoy here. But I'm pretty excited to see where this one goes. You know, I guess this can be a continuous story, like I said, of the last video. So maybe there'll be a part 3 after this, depending on how this one turns out. But yeah, also as a heads up, the vanilla map that I'm using, sorry, I've done some pretty substantial mapping too to edit. Spent several hours just doing the mapping portion. Normally none of this line is here. Same with the checkpoint there and a couple of these, you know, sandbags and defensive fortifications, I guess you could say. So I might upload this one to ModDB and throw the link down below if you want to play on it yourself, mess around with some units. Although I could use other areas of this map because this map is absolutely huge. You know, it goes all the way over here with this nice little industrial complex. And then normally where it stops here, it goes out a little bit more with some fields. So obviously, there's way more that I could use this map for, but today, just gonna use this little section. All right, well, I think may as well just get right into it. So yeah, right off the bat, though, we are gonna have this convoy rolling out. But that's gonna be right as, obviously, 2 Phantoms and a Spirit are gonna be pulling up. Gonna see... That Phantom's not going to get almost any infantry off, but they did get a couple. This Phantom's going down pretty quick as well, but as you can see, they definitely got much more infantry off before it was taken out. Got a lot of skirmishers and 2 ghosts that are going to meet this convoy, which is going to slow that down. But also it's going to slow down the push and spread out their forces, which might actually make it easier for the humans to defend against this push. Although, you know, this many skirmishers up here, followed by the grunts coming in now, is sort of just going to be like flak almost. You know, because these infantry have super low health, but that's going to take up the I don't even know what that would be called. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but whatever. Getting into it though, we've got the elites pulling up now. Oh, and we've got some hunters. They're definitely going to be more tanky than the wraith. The hunters are devastating. When I've run this, I've realized that typically, if the hunters aren't taken out, at least one of them at the front line, then it's pretty much a sealed deal on the rest of the battle. So it'll be interesting to see how long they last. Looks like the infantry is making some progress on this left flank, which does not normally happen at all. We've got 2 spec op elites, I believe those are. Although it looks like majority of the Covenant are going to be focusing on this left or right flank per se. Obviously they got the Ghost supporting that push. The Abrams is still up though. Looks like it's just picking off some of this infantry. Wow, you saw it absolutely tank that elite with that canister. The hunters might be trying to make a flank on this Abrams. I won't be surprised if the AI targeting is just trying to find a way to get to it, given that it's got these barriers around there. Oh man, is that a Revenant shot, I believe? Oh yeah, there it is. You can see, is this Abrams going to lock onto that Revenant and take it out? Looks like they've got an Apache coming in now. This the hunter's locking onto it, so interesting to see if that targets the hunter or if the hunter takes out the Apache. I don't know how many shots the Apache can actually, take from the hunter. So apparently it's 3. Yeah, we just figured that out real quick. Okay. Well, that Apache did obviously not last very long. So Revenant's gonna be getting out of the way. Look like he's just gonna leave for some reason. I believe this Wraith is stuck, so I'm just gonna try to move that up here. There we go. Oh, the Revenant is going to be trying to take some side shots at the Abrams. Looks like these hunters aren't going to know really how to take this out. That Revenant's definitely doing some damage, though. You can see the armor popping off. So Lee is trying to take shots somewhere over here. Looks like the striker's out. Only got 1 Marine over here. Couple in this trench. Looks like, yeah, the MG gunner. Forgot that he was in there. Oh, but just as this Wraith's pulling up, looks like there's 2 Phantoms coming in with even more infantry on both sides. And I love how they drop from the Phantom. Amazing work by Guga and the rest of the mod team that put this together. So I wonder... Oh, no, the Abrams is not out. Looks like it's definitely disabled, though. You can see that tracks popped off. But it looks like the actual Abrams itself is still up. I wonder how strong the armor is even against these hunters. Alright, well, that's interesting. Guess it wouldn't be a call to arms battle without some random shit happening. Oh yeah, alright. There we go. Where's that Wraith? Looks like the Wraith and the Revenant are both pulling up on this checkpoint, and they're gonna get absolutely wiped out. This guy hopped off the MG gun and is just laying down because he does not want the smoke from this Wraith. Although it looks like that might be the end of the Wraith, actually. I can't tell if it's stunned or disabled, if this elite hopped out or not. Looks like it's getting hit from the left by maybe some AT. Okay, never mind. Wow. The Revenant is just picking those guys off. Oh, this will be interesting to see what happens between the LEV and the Revenant. I believe the Revenant, yep, definitely going to be doing more damage. Because it's shooting over that wall, which is extremely smart by the AI, actually. So now there is little to no AT on this side. That Revenant is just going to pick off that LAV, and he's just going to continue to shoot some salvos into this trench. Yeah, no, going up that smoke, I believe that. The Wraith definitely is going to be taken out. But it looks like this, let's see what can happen here. Oh, that might have been it, actually. Might have just been the rear shot that takes out the Abrams, it looks like. But I guess we'll find... Oh, yeah, that's going to seal it. Looks like that's what the AI should have been doing. Taking this shot in the rear. Yep, and now that Abrams is down, the rest of the Covenant infantry is going to be ready to push up. That guy's on fire! Oh, my God! And the Covenant are just going to let him burn. That should be a war crime. Alright, Covenant definitely moving into the city streets now, though. This lone Marine's going to be having a pretty short standoff here, I take it. Although it's probably going to stall this advance. But yeah, there's definitely no way he's going to be holding this for too much longer, I suppose. Covenant look relatively spread out. Definitely seems like they're focusing on the center with the majority of their heavier units, like the elites and such. Although there are a significant amount of elites, and the hunter pushing over here, which I feel like this hunter is about to probably take out this striker pretty quick. Oh, this is a relatively nice position. All right, never mind. So it's not, because those 3 Marines just got taken out. I wouldn't be surprised if it's one. Yeah, one hunter round's probably gonna do that striker out. Those hunters are brutal. Yeah, the hunter's just gonna take out this entire line. That's gonna allow the grunts and the rest of the infantry. Some jackals back here. They're all just gonna move up pretty quick. These Marines are pretty much fucked. Looks like the Revenant's trying to take out, or already did take out, the last LEV. So humans are now down to 0 vehicles, but they do have some AT soldiers, which might still be able to take out those hunters. Don't know what this guy is shooting at. Oh, never mind. They're getting flanked by a skirmisher, it looks like. He's doing a terrible job at trying to cover his boys. But that flank might actually... Yeah, no, this elite, if he throws a plasma grenade in here, then this line's definitely going to get lost pretty quick. And there's a plasma grenade. Yeah. Just as predicted. Infantry's probably going to overwhelm him. So we got some bugs flying in now. Yeah, the air unit's definitely going to start overwhelming the remainder of the Marine infantry. It looks like now that the human armor is gone, they're just going to be flying these bugs in, and because they won't get picked off by the LEVs, obviously, as easily as they would. And they're just going to help finish off the last couple of Marines, it looks like. But they're going to have a good standoff, except this guy. He's just going to hide behind the wall and not do jack shit. But they're getting hit from like 5 different sides. Although it looks like he's still trying to play dead, but it's not going to work, because they are right on that. Wow. And I believe that might be it, actually. Wow, that's a lot of infantry. And the Revenants coming in just to make sure nobody's still alive. Wow. Yeah, so it looks like the my prediction was correct. These hunters, they don't get taken out. You can see he's got some, definitely lost a lot of health. But not enough to help save this line. I think that Revenant also was devastating to the defense, just because it knocked out those LEVs pretty quick. Although I feel like this definitely would have been way quicker if the AT soldier that got torn apart over here didn't hit this Wraith from the side and disable that relatively early on. But I think that's it. I'm kind of surprised at how quick this one went, but you know, I'm happy with it. So I guess that'll be it for this one, and we'll just have to run it back next time in the follow-up with part 3. I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen. Might change some stuff up. I got a few ideas planned. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one.